never said that Toyota Priuses were absolute garbage cars that I wish would just spontaneously combust because I didn't have the chance yet. Here's your sign. Also,
I'm making pancakes. Cook with me.
all right, this thing broke down 80 miles from my service area, and I had to come out and try to figure this out. It died on the freeway while driving, and we found out that the new battery was only at 15% health. So we're trying to start a dead vehicle with a dead battery. We replaced the alternator, bought a new battery, didn't work, and I had to drive out here this morning to find out that the battery is not going to hold enough charge for me to even diagnose this. So we're going to swap in a new battery real quick and see what we can figure out. Oh my God, it runs! It's running! So it's not the battery isolator that caused the problem. What happened is I think the alternator went bad, and then that fucking caused the battery to go bad. Then we had a second battery that was bad off the shelf. Then we put another battery in with a new alternator and had no spark. And then it was because either the battery or the alternator took each other out, and that ended up browning out, low voltage, the coil, and now we didn't have any spark. So I just threw in a new coil and fired right the fuck up. So, and nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's making a noise like a wheelbarrow or something. I got in to drive it. Hopefully it's still fixable. I think it was still resting on the center hub. Doesn't look like there's any damage here, so it was just flopping in and out. It wasn't actually riding on the threading, so we'll just tighten that back up and check it. Let's go ahead and get the rest while we're here. Make sure nothing is going to happen. It looks okay. See the gap there. It's fine. That looks okay too. (2010) Nissan Versa, where the spark plugs and the coils are underneath the intake manifold. I doubt these have ever been done, and the valve covers leaking into the spark plug tubes there quite a bit. He's only thrown one misfire code, but you can see from that one more so. That was the one that was misfiring. Pretty bad. But the oil should have been making two others misfire that are completely drowning in oil. But we'll get it all cleaned up, put it back together. No codes. Ooh, still felt like it misfired there for a second. Coolant says low, radiator's full, tire pressure monitoring system. And this is what you get after all that oil gets dumped into the engine. Either a trade-in or an auction car. So we'll have to figure out what's going on with that, but oh boy.
You wanna get high? No.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. Okay.
I got this old gator that bent a push rod. Here's a nice old push rod. Here's the bent push rod. What happened was one of the rocker arm studs snapped and it ended up eating the push rod, or something seized up and it ended up pushing the push rod, and that was actually jammed down inside there, stuck. So I pulled that out, and we're just gonna go ahead and try to replace and reset the valve lash on the rocker and the push rod. So I have to clean up the valve cover, and I'm just making my own gasket here. Move forward on that.